why some people call themselves African American. It's either you're one or the other. I know, I'm from London. Stop for me. You're not English. Well, even if you're from Dominican Republic, somebody brought you there. As long as you got black in your skin, say it loud. Say it proud. You are Africans. We are Africans. Louder. We are Africans. Louder. We are Africans. Come on, Africans.
As an artist, I've been fortunate to have had success in the UK as part of a group that I developed called Big Brothers, and we had about 4 or 5 top 10 hits, a platinum album in the UK and in Australia, and then my group actually was in the movie Scooby-Doo 2, and we did some soundtrack for the album. So that's on that side, on the pop scene. At the same time, I developed an African group called JJC and the 419 Squad that did very well. Won Korea 2004 Artist of the Year, Group of the Year, and several awards in the UK, Nigeria, and in America as well. I mean, just like one of my songs, they say, I did it before, I'll do it again, and I'll do it again and again, because it's one thing that I love doing. It's something that every morning I wake up and I have an inspiration for a new song. Or I meet an artist that is really, really talented, but they don't see it, and I'm trying to like get them to see what they could be. So saying, if someone is blessed to do something, you can only do what you're blessed to do, you know. And I've tried doing different things, and this music and this changing of people's lives absolutely works for me. In the UK, I think when I was working more on the pop scene, it was definitely more beneficiary, I'll call it. There's more benefits in working in the UK pop scene, but my passion didn't lie there. I felt like I was part of the same old thing that was already there, and I wasn't part of something new. And for anyone that knows me, I'm very, very Nigerian driven. I'm what you call the son of the soil. And I've always been preaching Nigeria is the best land, wow, from God knows 1997, when I was in my early days of music. And I really believe that the Nigerian music scene, if developed very well, was going to be one of the, I don't know, industry leading, because we have the population and we have the passion for music. The Nigerians that moved before me, they used to look at me and go, JJC, look at that JJC. And the other people, go back to your country. And that's where the name JJC came from. And when we were growing up in the UK, people used to always look at Nigerians and go, oh, you guys are the 419 boys. You're the 419 boys. So I made it a thing to create the 419 Squad, the group that would change the name 419. So whenever you think of 419, you think of the entertainers and the music that we make. And I think we achieved that.
Black people got the animal adrenaline, and we move with the speed of a javelin. We're the ones that get the people bubbling. The heart beats like an African drum. We got rhythm from when we're born. It's not where you are, it's about where you're from. Stop acting dumb, when you gonna learn? If you look back in history, you will find many, many just like me. Sold for money through slavery, taken to a place in the Caribbean seas. The game is to conquer, divide and rule, and make us feel black and beautiful. We read the books, we know the truth. Anybody black comes from the same roots. We are Africans.
Back then, in I think it's 2003, I started a company called Backbone Music. And Backbone Music was, again, just like Big Brother, was the support system that can usher in the next generation of artists. JJC and 419 are already there. We're already doing our thing, and it was now time for the new generation. And the new generation were meant to be Styler G, The Band, Don JAZZY, Queen, Nouveau. There's many artists. I had Danielle, many artists. Just like now, I have many artists signed to my label, Tipsy, Lil Miss, a lot of them. So it's all about just developing the next generation. And I knew that these guys were going to be big. I wanted them to be big. I am happy that they're big. because that was the
I was born in the United States. Proud to be black with my African face. Mixed race, I got African traits. You can see I'm African when I step up in the place. It's like we're all on the same side. It's like we're all from the same tribe. Obama winning, had us feeling with the same pride. Africans!
Unfortunately, that happened without any planning. I was doing behind the scenes for one of my artists, Tipsy. We're doing the documentary of how the video came about and what the video is all about. And JAZZY was there covering the editing stage because we edit and we film everything ourselves. And while we were doing that, one of my staff brought over a laptop and said, "This is what was said about you in an interview." Unfortunately, at that point, I kind of lost my temper and I saw red. So I spoke out and in defense of my character, because ultimately I believe my integrity was questioned at that point. And being back in Nigeria now, I'm trying to do business with people. It's very unfair for me to be dealing with one person at a time to try and clear my name, because I definitely did not cheat anybody. More than anything else, I give them the opportunity and the platform to become who they are today. Now, how it was back then was they were living in my house and we were developing this project and I was developing them. The agreement will be that when the time comes, they will sign a 50-50 deal with me so that they are signed to my label and I can release them. At that point, when I issued the contract, the mistake I did was I developed them and never gave them a contract from beginning. So after I developed them, I then issued them a contract. They didn't sign. And when they did sign, I basically shut down Backbone Music. And that was it. There was no other thing that happened. That was it. No, I haven't spoken to any of them. I've had people that were in their surrounding or with them. They have pinged me, sent me messages, but I know everything is all good. And if it's not, I'll hear about it.
I was born in Jamaica with African roots. From the same tree, African fruits. All around the world, my African youths. Come back to round up the African troops.
Well, for me, I think I'm inspired by our society and by what I think our music industry needs. And the Nigerian music scene really loved the green era, if you want to call it, the green music. And I think it's been missing since then. And more importantly, the strong female characters in the music industry are not heavily represented. And I think Tipsy, the first Yoruba female rapper, will definitely be someone that will do something for the music industry. And I hope that people embrace her and embrace her music and her style.
All is one, doesn't really matter where we all are from. I've got a dream, you can call it dumb, but I want to hear you singing this with all your lungs like we are Africans. Louder! We are Africans. Louder! We are Africans. Come on, Africans!
Well, Big Boys Entertainment is, as I say, a creative team, and we are constantly working. We do music videos, we do movies, we do adverts, and within ourselves, within the company, we generate our own income by doing all those works. And that's how we take care of our artists and take care of ourselves.
Oh, you haven't heard the news, so here's a couple of clues. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Black skin is hard to refuse. Once you go black, you can never go black. Everyone out there just feels whack. They can't compare to the things that we pack. Yeah, we're the king of the sack. Plus, if you mix milk with some cocoa puffs, you get caramel with Afro puffs. So be proud of what you got, cause everybody wanna be us. That's why they chill in the sunbed. If they go in the sun, they will turn red. But we are made for the sun from the day we were born. We get blacker, but we don't get burnt, cause we are Africans. Louder! We are Africans. Louder! We are Africans. Come on, Africans!
A lot of people call me Skills because I do have the ability to be able to just learn something really, really quick. And I've been doing that through the years. I do edit, I do After Effects, I do the filming, I do gaffer. I'm involved in every single stage of the production. And I'm glad that God has given me that gift to be able to learn stuff. And I think everybody can do that too. Actually, what people don't know is when I was in school, I studied TV and video production. And I actually got 9 A's with stars. And after I left education, I went into working for APL in Soho in London, doing adverts for Pepperami, Rover and Flora and many products. And actually, I left that job as assistant editor to actually pursue my music career. So me going back to it now is just something that I know already.